Hi everyone, and welcome to another craft kit tutorial. I'm happy to be back. Feels like it's been a little bit since I've done one of these. My name is Colleen Hatch, and I am the Assistant Teen Services Librarian. This month we're going to be doing, in honor of Lunar New Year, a Lucky Cat keychain. So in this kit you will have a bundle of string, 3 colors, a hook and a key ring. Oh man, sorry about that lighting there. A Lucky Cat bead. And then a set of, stuck in my bag, 6 colored beads and a little jingle bell. So we're gonna do our best here. It's kind of a weird angle to do this at, but I'm gonna do my best to get you in a position where you can see what we're doing. You do need a pair of scissors from home. So let me get set up and we will try to get going here. Hello and welcome to Weird Angle 101. Alright, so I went ahead and undid the little bundle of string here. You want to take all 3 pieces and kind of match them back up. It will probably come a little unraveled when you're done. And we're going to kind of fold them back in half. We're also going to need to attach the key ring and the hook. So just like a normal key ring, I go ahead and attach that. And I'm going to hook my project right to my tripod. So hopefully we can see okay. The little binder hook, and that's what I'm going to hook from. I suggest anything stable. I did it on a table leg. I did it on the stand of my laptop once. Just something stable so you have a little tension to pull against is helpful. Alright, so we're going to line these back up again, and then we're going to fold them in half, and this is going to kind of create our base here. So what we want to do is called a lark's head knot. So you're going to take the side that is folded in half, and you're going to kind of get right in the middle of all of those loops, like so. And we're going to take our key ring, you're going to put the loop through the key ring, so just a little bit is sticking out the top, and then pull this, all the strings, through, like so. And that secures that to the key ring. So now that we've done that, we're going to do a, move these out of my way for now. We're going to do a 5-strand braid, but you'll notice that there are 6 strands here. So we're going to take turns alternating which strand is the odd one out. So you want to kind of separate your strands here, just so you can kind of see what you're doing, like so. And we're going to do the basic 5-strand braid. So you want to take the one on your far left, I'm going to call this string 1, and you want to go over string 2 and under string 3, and then kind of pull that a little more secure, like so. Now, because we have 4 strings left instead of the 2, or I guess technically 2 strings, but we have 3, we're going to set aside this black one for now. It's going to be our odd string out. And then we're going to take the second to the right, or the 5th string, and do the same thing. Over string 4, under string 3. Like so. And then we repeat. So now I've got these 3 strings over here. The red 1, the black 2, and gold for 3. We're going to go over string 2 and under string 3. And we're going to pull that tight. Now this does take a little practice, so don't be too distraught if it doesn't really work for you the first time. I found myself practicing this a few times before I felt really comfortable with it. Alright, now we want to get that extra string in the braid. So we're going to take this middle string and kind of set that off to the side for a minute. And we're going to braid with these last 3. So the black is now 6. Go over red for 5. And under the gold for 4. And pull that and kind of set it aside. And then we're going to make string 1 our extra string. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And we're going to make our gold 2 our first string. So over the red, 3. Under the black for 4. And then we're going to do over here again, over, under, and then we're going to bring, separate everything back out again, this extra string back in. So basically we're just moving the extra string from one side to another. So it's always being incorporated like every couple rows, just so we're not leaving it out forever, but having 6 strings is very helpful in the long run. So now we're going to make our rightmost the extra. Over, under, oops, over, under, and pull, over, under, and pull. I don't know if you can kind of see that it's starting to come together. It's kind of hard to see on my camera. I do apologize for that. Take this far one, leave it off to the side, over, under, over, under, and then we're going to take the string 6 and weave it back in. I'm going to kind of separate these out, make sure I still got them in the right order. I do. Cool. Okay. So gold this time. Over and under. And we're going to make string 1 our extra, so we'll throw that kind of gold one off the side for now. Over the other red, under the gold. And then you're just going to repeat this whole process until you get a length that you're happy with. Now keep in mind this is for a keychain. I made mine maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches long just to kind of get a base. So I am going to do that off camera for you just because it's not the most exciting thing to watch. So we will continue doing the same 5-strand over under on both sides and then taking the first or the last string and moving that off to the side and reincorporating it every other row. So we will keep working on that, and when I get that base done, I will come back and we will move on and continue.
I don't want to say anything, just because, like, I want her to say something. Miss Sarah, it's looking like it'll be faster if you press the issue. I'm sure you think Gage will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sarah. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden so long. I'm counting on you. You gotta do it. Alright, let's do it. I didn't. Oh, did his face just appear? I didn't want to fight you, Sarah, but, well, can't let him mislead me. I'll choose words I can refuse and talk back. Let's discuss the victim video now, so how about Mr. Policeman's first trial? Everyone knows it. No, none of us have heard about what your first trial was yet, KG. Please don't lie like so. Boy, that's a shocking comparison to hear. Sorry, I'll reflect on it. Was our security cat now able to look right at the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fear. It happens. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she could have made a mistake. Nah. She already talked about it. Wait, that was a failure. Fine. Can't really make a great call from a backside view. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Let's do this one. Your golden hair, no one can imitate it. Pretty sure all the enemies need is a way to imitate it, actually. In fact, they've gotten fake dolls. That's what I was thinking, too. Strange to suspect that they turn around to believe this one. Yeah, I get that. Should be no difference between the two after all. What does that mean? I don't know, I'm just gonna pick this one. There's no relation between that woman and me, is there? Well, they both look like cops. You're a policeman too, KG. I give. Oh, so that was like the main thing we needed to point out. Still, find Mr. Policeman suspicious. He danced around it too well. Miss Sarah, don't tell me you went easy on it because it was cagey. Of course not. Our lives are at stake in this discussion. If you can't be serious, you've got no value. Will you die, Sarah? Put it so. Then talk. If you don't say something, Miss Sarah might be the one dying. Alright, fine. The video is real. The victim video that now saw, and it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. She was my boss. You knew each other? She's a benefactor I owed quite a bit of work at work. But I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of death. Left her to die. No, but I killed her, Megumi. Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself! Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman is not a policeman anymore. If I won that argument, maybe I could have heard more. I guess I messed up. I'm surprised what a dangerous individual we've had lurking in our midst. If you vote for me, I won't complain. Everyone? Speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide. Who will vote for it and which board should enter the final votes? No way, that was way too quick. Well, you need time to work out the card trades this time, you see. Precisely, choosing a victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. Then what to do? Q-Tar was so cagey I can't rightly say you're not suspicious. Hold up, don't we need one more person though? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, I'll make your choices that much narrower. We gotta suspect someone again? Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote. Alright, let's just say good idea. Really? If you are chosen in the preliminary votes and are dropped out because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. Indeed, that could be our greatest ally. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you. Got it. Let's talk about who we want to leave out. I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out. I'm a commoner. Because she's super dependable on her reasoning. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens like Q-Taro. How about we leave out Gin since she doesn't have any tokens? We shouldn't be selecting Gin or Kana. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. So should be left out. He did say, yeah, the sacrifice at the start. I have to say, I'd be glad if Sarah was left out. Right, if we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah too. Yeah! Just listen, the best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have the sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But Gin has 0 tokens. If Gin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. And so there's a high chance he's the sacrifice. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Megan, what's his face already said it? Wait, because you're cute. What do you think I was gonna say? When our escapes failed, I looked at you and had a thought, she's acting kind of strange. You had this desperate look as if you had the sacrifice. And on top of that, at last minute trade, and right after our escape failed, I just got a tad suspicious, isn't it? Or it's just a tad suspicious. I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sarah. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Q-Tar with all his tokens was involved in at least one trade. And giving him his tokens to So, that subject could really influence the decision. We should leave him out to extract him. Okay, so So's got the tokens. So, maybe I forgot about that rule. Can you trade your tokens now? For cards, or like to change cards or something? I forgot. I just feel like that once we lose our sensibilities, we're gonna turn into demons. If it's gonna come to that, then pick me, Sarah. No, because you're probably freaking the Keymaster or something. And also, I swore to protect Big Sis Sarah. I believe in you. Oh. I just realized you flashed. Q-Tar, is something the matter? There's been a trade just before the main game, is that true?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I wonder. Don't hide it, that's what he said, right? Which means, yeah, just maybe. I figured out who's got the sacrifice. Did he not say who the sacrifice was? How could you possibly know that just from Q-Taro? I know, everyone listen up. Disclosure, Keymaster. I'm the Keymaster. Yeah, I'm daring to say before voting. What's this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You wouldn't say that, huh, Sarah? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster from you. Does he mean the sacrifice card got sent was mine? If Q-Taro who sent me it's Q-Taro who sent me the sacrifice. And you still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. Q-Taro's making a false accusation here. Say, Con, what do? Make use of this. You really think I'm the sacrifice? Yeah, then just leave me out of the votes. Don't be misled, guys. The sacrifice gets 2 votes. If she puts those 2 votes toward herself, she's getting selected. In other words, if I'm not selected, then that will be proof. Either way, nobody's voting for Miss Sarah, and we'll have proof. I would like that, but it's about time we proceed with the votes. Please wait. We can decide on such an important vote with so much still unclear. We can just sort it out in a short time. We can't just sort it out in such a short time. What do we do? One of the candidates is going to end up with the victim as the victim, remember? We really should discuss more. You sure you don't know when to give up? Are you sure don't know when to give up? God, they hear me. Time is up. Please select the 4 who will remain in the final vote. These are your votes, please. Please choose who to vote for. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. The game still confuses me. So if he really is the keymaster, we can't put him in, because then everyone else dies, he gets voted. I think we gotta put so... Oh. Okay then. The first vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. I can feel my straight nerves loosening. So, if anyone that wasn't chosen wins, they're not gonna die yet, I guess? But why these 4? Sarah, it's just like I said, I'm not the sacrifice, I'm a commoner. 4 will advance to the final votes. So, Hiyori, Hanakazuchi, Keiji. Now, this isn't right. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this, which is why it's my role to inspire them, like Keiji did for me in the first main game. Give a pep talk? Lift your heads up! We've always done what we had to do. It's easy for you to say, Sarah. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But we're not your enemies. Even if someone is the sacrifice, we move to the same direction. We talk and we advance the discussion. Right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone? Alright, first, it's time for those of us who aren't picked to guide the discussion. Or is it even people that aren't participating are still like, they could still die? I don't remember. Incidentally, I am an accommodator via these. Alice is a accommodator too. Muscle Gorilla, it's not time to shrivel up. Let's remember the card trades in order. Yeah. Now please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now we will have an in-depth discussion on the card trade. Stripey, leave us. Stripey. Gosh, you quietly sat in the chair. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. By the way, I've been a commenter the whole way. Didn't get it traded with even once. Trading cards requires 50 tokens. It's not as if just anyone can do it. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Gladly, we got given more time to sort it out. My heart was pounding, wondering when I get passed to a bad card, but my roll didn't change up to the very end. I made it through all 5 trades. I thought there was only 4. The token ranking is I recall. Kubitaro Hamburger, and the first again Ibushi and last. Now was also low ranking. The 4 candidates, I suppose, now was the only one who lacked the tokens to make the trade. Muscle Girl, that's wrong. What? There were 5 trades. Wait, by my memory, there were 3. Then I heard there was 1 just before the main game. I get it, you misunderstood. There were 2 trades while you were out. That doesn't make any sense. That's our line. Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation. Well, that's on us. When was it you passed out? Or when was it you passed Sarah the sacrifice? In fact, did you have the sacrifice to start? That ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner. That tells me the most of the trades. I don't have a clue. What's that? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. What did you say? Who'd you trade with? I gave Sarah the Keymaster. Then what card did Sarah start with? I'll say. You showed a Keymaster for Commoner, and I deepened our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort out. On the first trade, I passed Keymaster. In the second trade, someone's sacrificing Q-Taro's Commoner. Sarah's Commoner and Q-Taro's sacrifice. I'm gonna guess. No? Considering the order of things, someone's sacrifice was swapped for Q-Taro's Commoner. And in the third trade, Sarah, okay, alright. That's what it means. Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember. You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade. At the time of the third trade, I was searching for the first 4 alone, so I want to know the situation. The third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. These trades, I better keep them sorted out in my head, too. So you can now sort out the details of the trades. Oh, it's kind of nice. Alright, so the top is what everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spin in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is out, okay, and so forth. Bottom row is after the fifth trade. In other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, it's all guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. Remembering that photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake, but what's important now is that card trade. In the end, it was mutual betrayal. Despite you being there, he traded the sacrifice to you. Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me. What? Something strange here.
So Alice was saying he's a commoner, right? But that doesn't really...
Well, it says he's a commoner now, but... We'll just pit, these two statements together. There you go. Why would you deny me, Taro? I mean, you need a re...
it! Yay, we're here. Alright, so this is what we're looking like. You got a little cat dude and the bells. I'm sorry for the focus. Turn the light off for you. There you go. And he does move a little bit, but he's pretty sturdy in there. Oh yeah. That is the Lucky Cat keychain. Hopefully he brings you some good fortune. Put him on your bag or your backpack. And we hope that you enjoyed this craft kit. You can come pick it up right here at the Woodbury branch and Team Services. And we hope to see you guys soon. Thank you. Have a good one.